Hello everyone, we will presenting our Human Resource Assessment for UC0022. We are from Group 5 Musketeers. This is our group members, Mia, Dania, Farzana, Irdina and Ifa. First and foremost, our research is focusing on Mika catering and food serving. The nature of business is food and beverage that located in Papar Sabah. The numbers of employees is 2 and this business has been operated for almost 15 years.
For the first part of the assessment is the SWOT analysis. These questions were given out to the respondent through questionnaire. For the first one, which is strength, there are 4 statements and the respondent strongly agreed with 3 and stayed neutral with 1. The next one is weaknesses. There are 4 statements and the respondent agreed with all of them. As for opportunities, there were 3 statements and the respondent agreed with 2 and stayed neutral with 1. Lastly is the threats. The respondent disagreed with both of the statements.
The graph shows that strength has the highest number, which is 22, meanwhile threat has the lowest number, which is 4.
Moving on, we categorize the response according to 6 forces model. The 6 forces of model are competitive rivalry, threats of substitute, bargaining power of buyers, bargaining power of suppliers, threat of new entrants, and government influence. For these parts, we only choose the response according to extremely likely, likely, and neutral because those response fits the 6 forces of model. The bar chart that we managed to obtain for 6 forces model shows that bargaining power of suppliers is the highest. This means that there are many sellers that sell the same product and the buyer have many choices to choose from, so the buyer power is high.
Now, we're moving on to Porter's generic strategies. Firstly, we have cost leadership, which the strategy is to target a broad market with selling a lower price than other competitors. We're moving on to differentiation. The strategy is to have a variety of food and beverage and present it uniquely. After that is cost focus. Is to have a very clear about cost-sensitive requirement of a market and varieties of menu. And last but not least, differentiation focus. Is we need to having a signature menu to present to customer for every purchase. So, based on the answers of the questionnaire, for Porter's generic strategies, we see that the cost leadership has the lowest score, which is 8. Next is the differentiation. It has the mid score, which is 12. And for focus, it has the highest score. We see that for Porter's generic strategy, we're focusing more on focus.
Moving on to HR strategy. 5 HR strategy that we can see, which is human-centric culture, agile and nimble organizational structure, 10 essential soft skills that are future hospitality, health and safety the new priority, and last but not least, other than the skill mentioned above, any other skill important to master in tourism industry. Based on the graph that has been statistic, which the agile and nimble organizational structure has the most count, which is 26 agreement, and the least of HR strategy is health and safety the new priorities. There are 4 soft skills that have the most statistic, which is 5, which is customer service, communication, organizational, and also commitment, while there are 3 lists of the statistic, which is 3, which is can-do attitude, multitasking, and cultural awareness.